Finally had an opportunity to actually pick up our Airstream Globetrotter 27-foot front bed. But, as you would expect, Ford has not delivered our truck, so I had to rent a Chevy Silverado 2025 LT. But let me tell you this, it's a nice car. It's nice looking, and if I had my choice, I would make my own vehicle. It would be the body of the Chevy, the drive, the steering of the Ram, and the inside interior and seats of the Ford. But I had to get the Ford. But just look at this car. This is a nice looking car. This is a lower end model Chevy Silverado, but it's still a nice car. White color is what was rented. There's very few places that are able to rent out a 3/4 ton truck for the purposes of hauling trailers. That's something that was difficult to find, but I did find Enterprise and ended up renting this truck, and it's nice. So I thought, would anyone be interested in seeing the interior or seeing this truck in detail? I know the back is dampened, meaning that you just punch a button and that thing just goes down slowly. It doesn't come down and whack you and hit you in your knee or hit you in your head. It comes down pretty slowly. And there's power in the back, steps, power in the back. I think on the right side there's a plug. Yep. And this is interesting too, is if you look at in each corner of the bed, there are tie downs. There's 3 in each corner, except up behind the driver's seat for some reason or something. I guess that's where the gas tank is. There's only 2 up in that corner, but a bunch of tie downs, which makes it nice. This is a basic truck. Didn't get the spray in bed liner. Tires are fine. The rear wheel well. One of the things that I wish that the trucks would do is cover that up as much as possible. In the front wheel well. See, this one is more covered than the rear. And this step. Now, if my wife was getting this car, if we were getting this car, this 2500 HD from Chevy, we would definitely need that step. And then the mirrors, those extended mirrors, those things fold in once you turn the car off. And this is the 6.6 liter Anderson, I think it is. Those windows are nice. I mean, the mirrors are nice, pretty nice. In the interior, since this is a lower end model, this is a cloth interior where you have to crank seats, where you have to crank it up and down if you want to move the seat anywhere. And the front seat can sit 3 people, 3 full body people. Nice leg room. And I played with that. The only thing about this too is I like big mugs or big containers for water or liquids, and it doesn't fit inside that door, nor does it fit in that center console. But on the Ford it does. But on this one, you can flip this console back, and there's some space underneath also. But on this one, Ford wins, and this is the reason why I chose the Ford. Just the interior of the Ford is just so comfortable. You sink and feels nice on the seats in the Ford. We did look at the Chevy when we were deciding, and as you can see with this interior, It's kind of dated, but it's nice. It's kind of dated, and we didn't choose this as the tow vehicle for the new Airstream that we purchased. So it has trim, that wooden trim that's on the door in the center. It's plastic. It looks nice. Nice brown wooden color. Lots of space in the rear. Now I do like this. I do like that space that's underneath the rear seats. Lots of space. That can be used for so many things that I can think of. So many things that could be used for. So that's a nice one. Yeah, you got the plug in the back, so someone that's sitting in the back have a regular plug, and different plugs to power any devices that they may be using. And again, the door, you can't use the big mugs, the big containers for water. You can't put those inside the door. Push button unlock. Again, that side molding on the front door. And that's all hard plastic. The rest for your elbow on the door, at the top of that is kind of soft, but the rest of that, it's all hard plastic. Everywhere you look, it's hard plastic. But again, this is a lower end model. Now, if I could take the interior of the Ford, the exterior of this vehicle, the Chevy, in the gray color, in a gray, midnight gray type of color, and have the steering of the Ram 2500, that would be the perfect car. Inside of the Ram, when we drove that, the steering on that is like butter, so easy, and I didn't feel the tires. But the Ford steering is a little bit heavier than the Chevy, and the Chevy is heavier than the Ram. But the Ram steering it's smooth. The interior, no sunroof, lots of space though. Yeah, this car can easily carry 4 human big adults, and do whatever you need to with this. Yeah, but the buttons, I don't know if this 2025 model is an updated model. The interior has been updated from the past, but I even prefer the Rams in heavy duty truck interior over the Chevy interior. Yeah, I think this is $28.95 is the payload, and that's one of the losing things about 2864 is the payload capacity for the 2500. If you compare this 2500 heavy duty with the Chevy, with the Ford, or even with the Ram, it has the lowest, one of the lowest. So this is why we go for it. But I like the styling, the exterior styling of this truck. I like that front end. I couldn't get the front end open. I popped the latch, but I could not figure it out. I kept sticking my hand in there and trying to get the thing to come up. Lots of space, and all the little grommets on the hood, I kept pulling and knocking them off. But I finally got it open. And the engine in this truck, the engine is very quiet. The engine is very quiet. That's hard to get out. But the engine of this car is very quiet. It purred. This is I think a 6.6 liter gas engine, and it purred. It was pretty nice, quiet. Yeah, I was surprised driving this and towing with this vehicle how quiet it was.